What is contempt? Contempt is the feeling that a person or an entity is worthless or beneath consideration. Contempt is disrespect for something that should be considered. Contempt is the fault of being disobedient to or disrespectful of a court of law and its officers. What does it mean when someone is contempt? The feeling with which a soul regards anything considered. 1. Nasty. 2. Awful. 3. Useless. 4. Disparagement. 5. Scornfulness. The state of being hated, disgrace, discredit. Deliberate disobedience to or open disrespect for the instructions of a court, contempt of court or lawmaking body. What does it mean to be treated with contempt? Treat with contempt to consider someone or something to be contemptible of esteem or kindness. What is an example of contempt? The description of contempt is a feeling of derision towards another one or an act showing impertinence for someone or something. An example of contempt is the feeling that somebody has for a person who stole her precious jewelry. How do you use the word contempt? 1. He will be accused with contempt of court. 2. We were ready for contempt events at any of the hearings. 3. Her preference for him increased as her contempt and hatred of Darnley became more definite. 4. He was a stuntman, but he detained a contempt of Hazard. 5. They held a contempt for representatives. Is contempt good or bad? The ambiances felt during contempt, on the other hand, are not necessarily unkind, and may even feel decent. Since feeling contempt can emphasize a feeling of power, it may be a looked-for emotion for some. What are signs of contempt? There are some mutual signs that contempt is underlying the negative tone in a conversation. Eye rolling proposes contempt. An upper lip raised up on one side suggests contempt, as does a cynical tone of voice. If you have these habits, or if you have been on the getting any of these negative communications, be careful. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel to receive more videos like this one and videos about more values. The Whisperer.